Okay guys, another Predator video. This one, I've had an idea that I would like to discuss with you guys. I've not heard any news about it. It's just, I've been brainstorming. So let's roll that gameplay and hop into this. Okay guys, I just want to reiterate, this is not something that I've heard. I don't have any inside sources. I've not seen anything online. I've just been brainstorming. I almost said streamlining, like that is not even close to the right word. Brainstorming about what I think would be some cool DLCs in the future for Predator Hunting Grounds. And one thing that I thought of, and this would stem from the Predators movie in 2010. If you've not seen it, a bunch of these people are basically picked up and dropped off on what amounts to a game preserve, and the Predators hunt them, as they do. And they use, I think it's the first time that we see them use basically a Predator version of a hunting dog to track their prey, kind of fill out their defenses, how they'll react under pressure, that sort of thing. And so I thought that if we had a DLC like that, that would give the Predator dogs, bear with me, I know there's going to probably arguments about it being OP, etc, etc, but just bear with me, let me explain my thought process here. That if the Predator dogs could be a potential DLC, like it could introduce even a whole new game mode. So let me just kind of flesh out a little and tell you what I'm thinking about. I actually jotted down some notes on this so I don't just completely brain fart and lose my train of thought. But the game mode, I don't even know what you would call it. But you could absolutely, you could do it on any of the maps we have, or you could introduce a new map for it, which I do hope new maps are coming soon. I'd like to see some city maps. It's like, I like some of these. I like the maps we have, but they're getting kind of stale at this point. But anyhow, not the point of this video. So, you already get 4 people to a fire team versus 1 Predator. So I'm thinking this game mode, you could, say, increase the fire team number to 6. Okay, so you got 6 fire team members working together. You have a player as the Predator, and then the Predator could have 2 dogs. But the dogs could be player controlled. Now they wouldn't be anywhere near as strong as the Predator, obviously, because that would be way OP. But they could respawn after being killed since they're so much weaker than the Predator. So it could be a way for a Predator team to harass the fire team as they're going through their mission. The dog players could rush in, wound, distract, and then the Predator could come in and capitalize on that. But yeah, I think as far as the fire team, I think having a respawn location specifically for them to go to, I think that would still work fine. And the Predator, when you're done, because you don't want him to be respawning continuously, I would think. But again, since the dogs would be so much weaker, I think that would work pretty well if they could respawn. But I don't know, maybe I'm just not putting enough thought into this. Obviously I'm not a video game developer. I don't do this sort of thing for a living, so there may be some blatantly obvious shortcomings to this thought process that I don't see. But what do you guys think? Do you think that would be a cool game mode? Is that something you'd be down for? I think that would be an easier way to get more people on the Predator side. Granted, only 1 person at a time could play as the Predator, but you could even cycle through maps, so each player would get to play as the Predator in the next round. Or, you know what I'm saying, gradually, if you stayed on that cycle of matches, it would eventually come around to your turn. But I don't know, give me some feedback in the comments, let me know what you think. Expand on those ideas, give me feedback here. What do you think? I would really like to know You know, maybe you guys see something I don't, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Okay guys, end of another video. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. But I know usually at the end of the video I do a verse of the day, and I try to make it real short and sweet. But I still have a couple verses. So if you want to hang out and listen, that's cool. If not, you know, no worries. I appreciate you hanging out all the same. But today I was reading in Daniel chapter 3, and I got down to verses 24 and 25. There's a little bit more to it in this section, but I'll likely keep it to those 2 verses. But it seemed like this just really stood out to me, and it really blessed me to read this, and I thought, well, maybe it would help somebody else. I don't know. But verse 24, it says, Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonied, and rose up in haste, and spake, and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. And verse 25 says, He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. I thought, you know, that just really stuck out to me today. It really blessed me. And I thought maybe somebody else would like to hear that, give you something to think about. If you're going through stuff, God's still there. Something for you to think about maybe as you go about your day. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you again in the next one.